Hi, super readers. I hope that last week you were able to work on those four super reading powers that we talked about last week. Here on my sheet, our super reading sheet that I know you've seen in your classroom, and remember, you have this exact same paper on your screen right next to my video. I'm making sure you can see it the best. Now I realized that mine was missing the pattern power down here, so I just wrote it in with my pen. But last week when I came to you, we said we were going to talk about pointer power, reread power, partner power, and down here the picture power. If you notice on the sheet, there are 5 more powers that I'm sure your teacher taught you in your classroom. Those are the 5 powers that we're going to talk a little bit about today. And your job this week when you're a reader at home is to make sure that you're using these 5 super reading powers to make your reading muscles so much bigger. Right here we have snap word power. Those are the words that you know how to read in a snap. Then we move on to sound power. I'm sure you learned a lot in your classroom about how looking at the sounds and the words, especially at the beginning, can be so helpful to figure out those tricky words. Then we have persistence power. Persistence is a pretty big word, but us kindergarten teachers, we know that learning to read sometimes can be kind of tricky. So persistence power is just making sure that you can try over and over if there's something that you're not quite sure of. Then you have book talk power. Book talk power kind of goes with partner power, that when you spend time reading with a partner, you also spend time talking about the book. Maybe who the characters are, what they're doing, how they're feeling. And last, over here, without a great little picture, you have pattern power. In your kindergarten classroom, I'm sure a lot of the books that you started to read when you were first learning had a pattern. Those patterns can help you know what happens on each page. Now, just like last week, we read the book, Can You See the Eggs? I told you that we were going to come back to this book this week. And when I started thinking about it, this morning I thought, this definitely was a pattern book because I remember each of the pages having a similar thing that was happening. If I go back quickly, I remember that we read about Mother Blackbird having eggs in a nest. I remember we read about Mother Fish having her eggs in the stream. And then I remember we even were able to read about Mother Snail, and she had her eggs under the ground. I noticed each page talks about an animal, where they are, and where their eggs are. So when I turn to this next page, I'm going to check that picture, and my brain's going to say, I bet you this page is going to have the word butterfly on it. And it looks like the butterfly is by a flower and some leaves. So I'm thinking I already know by checking the picture that I'm going to read the word butterfly. I'm probably going to read where her eggs are. And I know that word eggs now because I've read it on 3 pages. So I'm going to get my pointer power ready. I'm going to start at the beginning. Mother butterfly is on the flower. That picture helped me read that really big word. Her eggs are under the, that's a word I'm not sure of. I see an L at the beginning. Oh, it would make sense. Leaf. I'm going to go back to reread that. Her eggs are under the leaf. Oh, all those powers made it so I was able to read that page. Oh, this next page. Oh, that looks like a pretty big snake. I see the snake maybe, I don't know, on the dirt, on the ground, and I definitely see some eggs down there. So I'm going to make sure that I get all of my reading powers ready. Mother snake is on the, oh, I was guessing dirt. I don't think it could be dirt because I see an S. Sand. Sand. That would make sense. Mother snake is on the sand. Her eggs are in the hole. Her eggs are in the hole. Super readers, there were a couple tricky words on that page. I was able to use picture power to help, especially sound power. That's been a pretty important power today to figure out a couple of those trickier words, and definitely the picture power. Oh, now I know the pattern's continuing, so I'm thinking there's going to be a frog. The frog looks like she's maybe on a lily, maybe in the lake. And I'm seeing some eggs all around her. So when I use all those superpowers, I'm going to be able to get through this page. Mother frog is on the leaf. Oh, leaf. I saw that at the beginning because I originally thought maybe it was going to say lily. But if I used all of my sound power, I see leaf. Mother frog is on the leaf. Her eggs are in the pond. That P definitely helped me know it couldn't have been a lake or a river, but a pond would make sense. Her eggs are in the pond. Oh, wow. That's a pretty neat looking kind of bird, and I'm not sure what kind of bird that is. Mother kiwi. That's a tricky word. Mother kiwi is in the forest. Her egg is in the nest. Dot, dot, dot. I can't wait to see what they tell us on the next page. Under the father kiwi. So at the end of the book, the pattern changed a little bit, and super readers, your teachers have taught you that. So boys and girls, today and every day when you're at home continuing to be a super reader, I want you to remember to check that chart that's right next to my picture on the slide, and you have 9 superpowers that are going to help you practice reading all of those books you have at your house. Today, I used a lot of pattern power, and sound power, and definitely that persistence power to keep going even when there's a few tricky words. So readers, I look forward to checking in with you next week. But today and every day, remember to continue using those superpowers. Off you go.